Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 2 of Fortune Racing here in Miami for the Division 2 race. We are here for short qualifying, followed by a 50% race, and we are just getting underway now. A couple of cars heading out already. The Bullet, the first car heading out onto track, followed by Lyle X, Devil Rejected, and Lassie as well. So a few cars heading out nice and early to try and get some action early on the track, get a banker lap down, and head on through. Alright, so coming on to start the first flying lap of the session now, coming towards turn 1, Bullet on a set of soft compound tyres. Making his way through the first set, he's got an Alpine in front of him, he's got to get out the way quickly, avoid impeding him. Which he does so now into the swooping S's of Sector 1. Very easy to lose the car through here. We saw Charles Leclerc do it in real life. It's very easy to do through their yellow flags across the start-finish straight. I think somebody slowing down there made a mistake on the exit of the final corner. Now, first DRS zone of the lap for the AlphaTauri driver, heading down the long straight and in towards the next heavy braking zone through the twisty section of Sector 2. Long right-hand corner now. Flick it in left. Keep it wide, though, because you've got this very tricky Mickey Mouse chicane coming up. Losing the rear a little bit for the AlphaTauri. They get it back over to the right, and then left again onto the long back straight. And now, long run down to the final few corners of the lap. Let's see what time the Bullets can pull off here in this first qualifying run. Heavy braking now, down to third gear. Back on the throttle, accelerating towards the line. Now, where is he going to be able to put this AlphaTauri as he comes across the line? It is a 1 minute 28.2 for him. First lap of the session. Next car to cross the line is going to be Lyle X. Coming across the line now, it's a 1 minute 32.3 for him. And not too bad of a lap for him. Probably seeing some improvement coming later on. For Romeo coming back into the pit lane. Then we have the Mercedes of Devil Rejected to the line now. It's a 130.6 for him. And Cam goes fastest to 128.0 in the Scuderia Ferrari. Next car to line is the Alpine of, I'm not sure which one, Downison. He set 143, I think invalidated lap time though. And then we have Impulse on an out lap, preparing to start his first flying lap of the session. He showed pace last time out in Belgium. Let's see what he can do here in Miami. Much trickier circuit in my opinion. The low grip makes it quite tricky, and it's harder to find the pace compared to the fast guys here, especially people who thrive in the low grip sections. Who else do we have? We've got BPA coming around the final corner on his flying lap. Let's see what he can do as he comes to the line. It's a 1 minute 29.2, goes third fastest in his Alpine. Not too bad of a lap for him. I don't think he'll be complaining with that one. Third fastest early on in this session. But who else do we have on laps? Impulse coming down through the final sector. Purple middle sector, it appears, for Impulse. Let's see if that holds true for the rest of the lap. Coming into the final corner now. Has Impulse managed to keep it together? Little bit squirrely with the rear end on the exit of the final corner. Up towards the line, it's a 1 minute 27.6 for Impulse. Fastest so far by a couple tenths there. Nice lap there from Impulse. And then we also have Victor across the line. It's a 1:31.9 for him in the Haas. Goes 6th fastest. Danielson coming through Sector 2 now on his flying lap here. Let's see if he is still pushing, if he's keeping pace up with his previous with the other sectors around him into the Mickey Mouse chicane, whatever you want to call it. I hate the chicane, and that's about all I really care about. 33 middle sector split, not too bad. But let's see. Down the straight towards the final corner. Where can he put his car? Giustarini 4th fastest. A 1:28.4. Just a couple tenths off of the bullet. Danielson to the line. 6th fastest. It's an Alpine. 3rd row as it stands. Except Devil rejected. Splitting the two Alpines. Goes 6th fastest. 29.4 for him. And then we have Lassie on a lap currently. Coming down the back straight, but has invalidated. So he's backing out. So I don't think we have anybody else on a push lap right now. The next car is going to be the German coming down the back straight. Just preparing to start this flying lap now. Let's see what he is able to do. Now out of the final corner. Losing the rear a little bit there through turn 1. Looked like he went a little bit deep, but shouldn't have cost him too much time now. Let's see what he can do through the S's. Flicking it in left, then right, and then left again. Swooping around all the way. Keep it tight. Don't want to fly out too wide, otherwise you will invalidate your lap. And now onto the main straight. Make sure you get a nice exit here. 32.0. First sector. Not great so far. A couple seconds off of the fastest sector. We'll see how it continues for him. So German now coming towards the final corner. Let's see where can he put this car now. As we come round the final corner and up towards the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 31.2 for him. Goes 8th fastest. Next car on a lap is going to be Lassie coming to the line. 1:29.4. Goes 7th fastest. Ahead of Danielson in the Alpine. And then we have man like Shad coming down the back straight now. Where can he get himself up to? as through the chicane now. Very close to the wall on the exit, nearly going into it there. And now through the final corner. Where can he put his Williams, the only Williams racing today, towards the start-finish line? It's a 1 minute 34.0, 12th fast, the slowest time set so far. Maurer coming now through the first sector. Let's see, does the Red Bull have pace here in Miami? Sector 1 split for him, 30.1, only a couple tenths off the fastest. It's looking like a decent lap for him so far. Can he hold it together for the final two sectors, though? He has an Alpine in front of him, hopefully not going to close in too much and get impeded. I think that's BPA actually on a flying lap as well. Quite a few drivers on laps as well. Cam also on a lap. Where is he? He's currently coming to the final corner, a couple tenths up. Can he take the fastest lap of this session? Has he found enough time in the final sector? He was a couple tenths up through the first two. Across the line now, it's a 1 minute 27.620. Goes fastest by half a tenth of a second. Impulse on a lap currently as well. Going to be looking to overthrow that. Next car to the line is going to be BPA coming into the final corner. Victor is out. He's retired on track. BPA now to the line. Sets a 1 minute 29.2, improves by only 200ths. Maurer goes third fastest at 128.2 as well. There we go, just 200ths ahead of the Bullet. Impulse now coming to the line. He's up on his time. He goes fastest, so 127.581 for the Aston Martin. Anybody else on a flying lap here? I think we have a couple drivers. The German potentially. I think he might have backed out actually. Yeah, he's way down the delta. A man like Shadow Lilacs might be on laps here. Lilacs at turn 1. Lilacs coming onto the back straight. He's invalidated though, unfortunately for him. So let's have a look. So Lilacs now coming through sector 1. Let's go on board with the Ferrari. And that's off track. Is it going to be invalidation? No. Managed to keep it valid. But it's going to have cost him time. 8 tenths down through sector 1 already. I mean, there's still potential for him to find some time through the middle sector, obviously. But that is a lot of time to be losing on the first sector of your lap. And it could be costly for him as well. We also have the Alpine of Danielson on a lap as well. Bullet and Lassie heading out for their out laps. Lilacs 1.5 seconds down. Let's head over to Danielson coming through this chicane as well. Coming to the middle sector split. He's 5 seconds down. He's backed out as well. So we will have to wait. So I assume Danielson is going to be going for another flying lap here now. We also have the Bullet currently in P4. He will be looking to try and improve his lap. Even the smallest of improvements will put him up into P3 ahead of the Red Bull. But Danielson going to be the first one to finish a lap here, I believe. And he's invalidated through sector 1. Off track for him. That is unfortunate. Next car is Lassie, but Lassie backed out as well, doing his second out lap. So we then go to Bullet, coming through sector 1 onto this long DRS straight. Might pick up a little bit of a toe here off of the McLaren. Not going to gain him massive time. He's a 10th down through Sector 1. He did hold the fastest Sector 1 before. I think that is probably the second fastest Sector 1 still, to be honest. Actually, third fastest. Impulse has the second fastest one. But if he can keep it together through these next two sectors, this will be where the time is for him. He had the purple Sector 1. So if he can find the time through the middle sector now, let's see what he can do. Flicking it through the chicane. Back over to the right and left again. Turn it through onto the back straight. Power down again. And let's see, DRS open. Alfa Romeo getting out of the way there on the straight. Where can Bullet get this car now? I missed the middle sector split. I'm having a look at his middle sector. It doesn't look too bad. Coming to the line now. Where can he put it? Stays fourth fastest. Doesn't find the improvement he needed. Just a couple hundredths short for him. And then who else do we have on laps? Man like Shad on another lap. We've got Denison and Lassie also on laps. Denison obviously had the issue on that previous lap. Lassie on another lap here as well. After doing 2 prep laps. Impulse on an out lap. Cam on a just started his flying lap. So let's go watch this lap from Cam. Currently sat in P2, just 4 100ths off of the provisional pole, but obviously Impulse also on a lap currently could snatch that back even if he does find the time here through the S's of Sector 1. Down this straight now is a 29.8, very good first sector, might have even been purple, into now, oh, wrong button, through this middle sector. He was up through Sector 1 by almost a 10th. He is finding time, is Cam here in the Ferrari, getting it all over those curbs, trying to maximise his time that gain as much as he can. 3 tenths up now. Through the first 2 sectors, he found 2 tenths in that middle sector. Impulse is on his lap as well now, coming through Sector 1. But Cam gonna be first to the line. Let's see what he can do. Justorini coming across the line now. Jumps up to third, a 1:28.0 for him. Getting ahead of Bullet and Maurer there. Here comes Cam now, towards the line. Where can he do it? Can he take pole here? He takes the fastest lap, but Impulse still on a lap, could still snatch it away. Maurer now on a lap as well. A 10th up, has the Ferrari behind of Lialex. Has he been held up? He's retired from the session. Maybe been held up there. BPA, I think that is behind. Also slowing down. Impulse, 600ths up through Sector 1. Coming through Sector 2 now. Is he finding time as well? This is where Cam found a lot of his time. Time found at Impulse as well. 2 tenths up for him. Impulse, only a 10th. 1.2 tenths behind. He's currently 2.2 tenths up. He can lose a 10th through the final sector and still take the pole position. But is he going to hook it up through this final corner now to snatch back that pole position? Or is Cam going to take it in the Ferrari? On the run towards the line now. Who is going to get pole position? Impulse to the line. Takes pole. 1:27.2 for him. Very nice lap indeed. Lassie not improving on his lap, so there is your qualifying order. Impulse, Cam, Justorini, Maurer, the Bullet, Lassie, Devil Rejected, BPA, Denilson, the German, Victor, Lialex, and Man Like Shad and Womax down at the back. So there we go, just confirmation of the result. Womax down in 14th, did not set a lap. But yeah, there we go. So now we are lining up on the grid, getting ready for this race. It seems to be dry. Alright, we will be getting underway here now very shortly. For the formation lap, let's get a look at the tyres that the drivers have chosen for this race. There we go. Hard tyres for Justorini, the only driver to opt for that compound. Devil rejected in 7th. German and Richter 10th and 11th. And man like Shadow Mumax 13th and 14th. All Alright, we are underway now here for the formation lap. Impulse on pole position, Cam in second, Justerini third, Mara fourth, Bullet fifth, Lassie sixth, Devil Rejected in seventh, BPA eighth, Denelson ninth, German 10th, Victor 11th, Lialex 12th, Man Like Shad 13th, and Wumax starting at the back. Let's have a look now at the tyres. Very similar to the last one, a few less soft tyres. Justerini starting on the hard tyres. Denelson and German, P9 and 10, the only two opting for the soft compound tyre. Everybody else, the other 11 drivers, opting for the medium compound tyres. Most of the drivers staying on the same strategy. A couple of people changing from a soft to a medium here between the restarts. Let's see what the correct strategy here was. Safety cars very much could come into play here. It's a street track. It's definitely possible. Impulse will be starting on pole position though. And so it is going to be up to him. BPA disqualified. I'm not sure what happened to him. So, drivers making their way down the final straight, back towards the grid, and we're now getting ready for this race start. BPA unfortunately going to have some cold tyres. Very well could come under pressure from his Alpine teammate here, and that could very much play into the start of his race, how it pans out for him. Impulse now lining up at the front. Cam disqualifying, so is Justerini. Lots of drivers struggling to line up here, and we're not going to get a good camera angle for this race restart. Unfortunately, here we go. The lights are coming on now. We have 5 lights here in Miami, and we are underway here, racing in Miami. Good start from Cam off of the line. Looks like he got a bit of a jump, but Impulse getting a much better start. Justerini trying it around the outside. Contacts there. One of the Alpines making contact with a Mercedes in the background. Moira into fourth. Big crash there into the background, I think. Lots of cars going off the track, but it looks like we have just about made it through cleanly. Oh no, big crash there. Aston Martin of the German is around into the barrier. Front wing off for him, and I think somebody else might have got some damage there in the background as well. Wumax up 5 positions already, up to P9. Under pressure there from the Haas. I think Wumax actually, no, this is the Bullet, missing a front wing end plate. Wumax just in front of this battle. Victor under pressure from the Bullet with that wing damage. Man like Shad and Lilac also going at it. Cam up into the lead though, getting past Impulse. That's a crucial move for this race, taking that lead. The Bullet and Victor still going at it. The Bullet in 10th right now as it stands. But Cam making that overtake for the race lead. He is currently 7/10 clear. It looked like Cam had got a good start at first, but then I think he might have got a bit of wheel spin. Impulse managing to pull away very nicely. But Cam down that long straight, seems like he has the higher wings, managed to pull back ahead of the Aston Martin driver. BPA and Lassie going at it as well. Lassie just staying ahead. Moira under attack from Justerini, taking that inside line defensively. Devil rejects it, going for the up and under, getting that switchback on the Alpine. Not quite able to get that one to work though. Although down towards turn 1, he has that slipstream. He's going to be pulling to the left hand side of the track. Not quite close enough. Having a look to the inside now, diving down the inside. Almost contacts there between the pair of them, but they do keep it clean. BPA getting past Lassie as well on the exit out, and that's a McLaren of Justerini losing the rear on those hard compound tyres, struggling for grip there through turn 4, and he has dropped down a couple of positions. Lassie going a little bit deep there, going to be costing him some time. To BPA out in front, might even be track limits for him as well, unfortunately. Devil rejected, and Denison still going at it here. Down the main straight, the back straight, sorry, we go. Devil rejected behind in that slipstream. Gonna look to the left-hand side now, the inside line. By the time they reach the braking zone, No moves happening here though. As now heading down towards the final corner. Cam getting very close to Impulse, not quite going for a move there, although it looks like Impulse has got a very good exit out of the final corner. Could be sizing up a move here into turn 1 in that slipstream. Impulse sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:31.4 for him. Not close enough to be making that move into turn 1 though, just a little bit too far back. Yellow flags, Lilex is out at the final corner. We have a safety car here on lap 3 of the Miami Grand Prix. So safety car is out here early on. Who are we going to be seeing coming in for a pit stop? Huh? Why is everyone leaving? Have I disconnected? I'm not dropping frames. Am I dropping frames? No. I am not sure if I've disconnected. If I have, I haven't had an invite. Alright, ladies and gents, here we go for the start of the Miami Grand Prix. We have the 5 lights on. And we are underway racing here in Miami. Decent start from Impulse. Cam getting an alright start as well. Moira having a look on the Alpine. Lassie to the inside, and there's contact between Lassie and the Red Bull. There's a car spun around there. 4 wide now. More contact in the back. Couple of cars struggling to make it through. Cam getting past Impulse, so that's the crucial thing. Cam up into the lead. Let's have a look at the tyres. We have yellow flags in the background. BPA and Womax crash, and we have a safety car here. Let's look at the tyres. Justerini on the hards, Victor on the softs, German on the softs, Lilacs. So a man like Shad on the softs, everyone else on the mediums. Safety car here on lap 1. 5-second penalty there for German. Had a collision with Devil Reject. The Mercedes. Lilacs a penalty there as well for a collision with the Williams, as they're making their way towards the safety car queue further back. But everybody has caught up to the safety car now. I'm not sure whether we'll be able to get the safety car in this lap. It might have to wait another lap before we can come in, unfortunately, but we will hopefully get going as soon as possible. Lilacs gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting as well. It's already 10 seconds of penalties for the Ferrari driver. Not a great start to the race for him. And somebody's having a bit of an... What's going on here in the mid-pack? Somebody's done something. The Impulse has dropped down to 7th. I'm not sure what's happened there. Impulse dropping down further. As still down to 9th now. Safety car will be in this lap. So, up to Cam now to dictate the pace on this restart. And we are away racing here in Miami. Looks like it was a very nice start there from Cam. Mauri covering the inside line. Lassie going to try it round the outside of the Red Bull. And does get that move done. Although contact there on the exit. That drops Lassie behind. Bullet now up to P2. This battle is still continuing. Lassie slowing down. And we have more yellow flags. More contact here. Devil is round. Man like Shad involved as well, I think. More carnage on this restart. But Impulse making his way back through the field up to 6th. Cam out in front. 1.1 clear of Maura. But yeah, out in front. Cam kind of walking away with this one. Nobody getting close enough really to make a move into that corner there. But the battles will continue. Down now towards the final corner. Impulse gaining very quickly on Justorini. Could be sizing up a move on the next straight towards turn 1 potentially. Closing in through the final corner. German getting past man like Shad. A bit of contact there between the Aston Martin and the McLaren. Cam sets the fastest lap of the race. Impulse going for a move on Justorini now to the outside of turn 1. He will get that much later on the brakes round the outside of the McLaren. Very nice move from Impulse there. And up to P5. He is on a charge. Impulse not quite able to get past Lassie there. Very close to the back though. Trying to find a way past, just not able to find a gap as it stands. But I think down the next straight could be sizing up a move here. If he can get a good exit. Devil rejected a man like Shad. We've got yellow flags. Man like Shad is out of the race and we have another safety car.